Pisces, this is Sherry at Soul Conscious Tarot, and this is your June monthly overview reading, and it is a general reading for whoever finds it. I call these really raw readings because some of these messages can and may be triggering. I don't know what's going to come up in the cards. I read whatever comes up. Now, I also want to, so I kind of put that as a disclaimer that these can be triggering. These readings may or may not be triggering in nature, and understand that not every sign every month is going to have a triggering message. It's whatever comes through. And the way I read my cards is I use tarot as a tool. It's for scrying and channeling, so I may not read the traditional meaning of a card when it comes up. So if you see a card come up and you're like, that's not the way that card's supposed to be read, well, understand that I'm using these, the tools are just a card, or the cards are just a tool that I use to scry or channel the messages that want to come up. So when I see a card or a set of cards, just something comes up, a feeling, a message, or something like that, and that's what I read. So now the way I do these monthly readings is we have 3 rows. The first row is the emotional self. The middle row is the soul self, and the third row is the physical self. And so the emotional self is going to be what we're feeling and thinking for the month overall for your sign. That's the general message that's coming, bubbling up, that wants to be talked about for the month of June. And then on that soul level, it's picking up on that kind of 5D energy that's a little bit the hidden intuition that you may or may not be aware of, and then tying it up all with bringing it to reality, to your physical self, and what's kind of happened in the real world, so to speak. That how that kind of plays out, so to speak. And then we're going to wrap it up finally with one card on love for the month, for your sign. And I only do the one card because I typically am not a love reading, tarot reading person. The only love readings I do is I do love, the weekend love vibes. It's just a really quick little thing of what energies are around you, what's surrounding you, and for the weekend, it's a real quick little thing. But my readings typically don't focus on love. There's many great love tarot readers out there, so I'm not going to compete with them. I'm not even going to try. That's not my thing. It's not what I'm called to do. So I'm out here doing what I'm called to do, which is these deeper real tarot readings that might be deeper topics that people may or may not want to hear. So like I said, they can be triggering in nature. That came up twice, so we definitely are taking that card. So what we have for you in your emotional self, the card that came up is Native American. It's an interesting card. I can't speak on that yet because I don't have something coming through. So we're going to have, I don't know why your cards are wanting to flip down there, but having a good feeling. So I'm really picking up on you, Pisces. For right now, we'll see if this continues, but I'm picking up, I'm getting a tribe card off of that. Like community, almost like a, and then we get working with people. Yeah, so that's what I said. I felt like I was feeling like, so it looks like for the month of June, Pisces, you're going to be focusing on connections that you have in your life, like who you're connecting with, who you're working with in your life, like just community in general. I'm really feeling like working with people, like I said, almost like tribe, community type feeling. that the people in your life are going to be important, significant to you in the month of June. Okay, I think I may have to clarify some things here because I'm still a little unsure where this is headed. So I mean, I definitely see you, working with someone. I think I'm really feeling to bring something into balance. Oh, it's time to feed my cat. That's the cat feeder. I have an automatic cat feeder. So excuse that. So it looks like you're walking away because you have the Eight of Pentacles here, and I was a little bit confused because I see, wanting to bring something into balance and work together with people, but then you have this walking away, this Eight of Pentacles card, and so I needed to clarify this Eight of Cups, clarifying the Eight of Cups. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. So I really am feeling like something you were working on. I'm really picking up on this. Might be centered for a lot of you. Might be centered around the workplace. That there was a sense of injustice in the workplace. Like you weren't being treated fairly in the workplace. That you were putting in a lot of hard work and trying, like being an overachiever, like you were doing a lot to try and move up the ladder. Like you were trying to grow this position, like move up the ladder. Maybe you were trying to get a promotion and were overlooked. It was like this sense of there was like a little bit of a sense of injustice, and so I see that this is something you're wanting you're wanting to balance something out. You're wanting to make something to be fair. In the month of June, you're looking for, working, collaborating with someone or some people. And like I said, I'm really feeling workplace. This doesn't necessarily have to be, but I am picking up, this is more like you feel like you've been overlooked for a promotion, or you haven't been treated fairly in your job, in your workplace. And so this is that community. It's that community, like workplace community. And you're feeling like you were treated unfairly somehow. But I see that as you finding a way to collaborate with people, to work with people, to bring this into balance is what I see. So in the month of June, you're going to be stepping out of the things where you felt like you were putting in more than you were getting back in your job, that being overlooked for everything that you were doing and feeling like you were being treated unfairly. That's going to change in the month of June, is what I get for you, Aquarius, is that's going to be changing. Things are going to be coming back into balance, which is why you're going to be feeling a little bit better, why you're going to be happier, because things are going to be coming into balance. You're going to be able to work together with people in a positive way that brings things into balance. Maybe there's been people that you're working with that haven't been helping out, that have put all the work and the burden on you. And so now people are stepping up and helping out. They're realizing you may have decided to walk away from putting so much work in, and when they realized you're not going to do all the work, people are starting to step up and help out more. I'm getting that kind of a vibe, or someone is going to recognize the work that you have done, and so you're going to be getting out of that kind of feeling of feeling heartbroken or disappointment around putting so much effort into your job. So those things are going to be changing for you. And then in your soul, you have divine doorway. So that's a really interesting card. So it seems like something is going to be opening up for you on a soul level. Let's see what your intuition is trying to tell you, or maybe trying to speak to you about, Pisces. Okay, we have the World. What else do we have for Pisces? Ooh. The Five of Wands. I see that Five of Wands as you making a path, like trying to clear the way. Interesting enough. It's like forging a path. Like even if it's a little bit combative, it's like you're forging a path ahead. So what I'm really picking up with that Five of Wands. It's like your soul has this desire to forge ahead and make change. Oh, and the Emperor. So yeah, that controlling, like definitely taking action. I was feeling that forging ahead. So, yeah, so in your soul, at the soul level, it's you standing up for yourself. You know, it's you standing up for yourself to initiate the change that you want to see. Simple, easy. That was a quick, simple message. It was pretty clear cut. I mean, there's no need. That's what's coming through, so that's what we're going with. So, and then for your physical self, we have peaks of joy. Like I said, I really am seeing for you, Pisces, that things are going to be shifting and changing in your favor in the month of June. Definitely see whatever has been where you've been overlooked, where things haven't been working out for you, where things have been unfair for you in the recent past. I see that changing in the month of June. I see things slowly changing for you, where things are going to come back more into balance, where you're going to get, the justice that you feel like you deserve, that, you're going to have an easier time working with people fairly, more balanced, and you're going to be initiating and taking that action, which is going to bring you this joy, that you're seeing in your real world, in your reality, physical reality. It's making things happen that's going to bring this more happiness into your life in the month of June. Now, I am going to say that, let me get some more cards, but I'm really picking up off this Four of Cups that came out in your physical self, that there is a little bit of, I'm getting a little bit of melancholy, and it's more of a regret for it's self-regret. It's like a little bit of disappointed in yourself for what you were doing before, like that you were putting in so much effort and time and effort into something, and weren't reaping the benefits of it. It's kind of a, like I said, a self disappointment. Oh my goodness, almost couldn't reach that card. Okay, and so then we also have the Three of Pentacles again. So this Three of Pentacles came out in two decks, one in your emotional self and one in your physical self. So, that just reinforces that message of community and working with people in a balanced way, you know, wanting to work with people in a more positive, balanced way, because you have this regret that things weren't fair in the past. But as I said, in your intuition, your soul, you know, you have the ability to change this, you know. And I see, you know, with that emperor there, you wanting to take action, make a stand, be that boss, you know, take charge of your life. Like I said, I felt with that Five of Wands, oddly enough, before the emperor came out, I felt that forging ahead, you know, charging, forging ahead kind of energy. And then the emperor came out, which just, you know, compounds what I was feeling and sensing there. But don't feel bad. You know, I think that this is coming up to tell you, you know, don't regret. We experience things for a reason. And this kind of has taught you a lesson, and you're making a change because of it. And that's what things happen. The reason things happen in our lives is so that we can learn from them and grow. And so, you know, don't feel bad about the time that you or effort that you invested, because it taught you something, and it taught you how to change so that you could work in a more fair manner with people, so that it could be more balanced in nature. You're learning how to balance out things with people so that you're treated more fairly, and it's making you more happy. It's making you happier overall. Look at that Nine of Cups. Like I said, that's making you more happy, that peaks of joy. It's making you more happy because you're learning this lesson of how to deal with people, how to work with people in a way that's balanced and just, where you get your fair shake when you work with people, instead of putting all the work and effort into something and not seeing much return for it. It's like you're learning how to balance, you know, you're learning how to balance how much you give of yourself to other people or other things. And because of that, you know, it's bringing you more happiness, because you're finding your footing and learning how to balance things in the world around you. I think that was a pretty good reading. So we're going to go ahead and do your love, one card for love for this month of June for you, Pisces. If you like this reading and if it resonated with you, please feel free to hit that like button, share and subscribe, of course. I appreciate anyone and everyone that took the time to listen to this all the way through to the end. If you're still with me, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this all the way through. If you want to leave any comments, please feel free to. I'd love to hear if these messages resonate with you. Of course, they're not going to resonate with everyone, because this is a general message. So there's a lot of people out there in the world, so it's not going to resonate with everyone every time. So I have the Five of Pentacles. So it's like I think that this is your month of June, which is I have a feeling not much is going to happen in your love life, Pisces, in the month of June. You're not going to see much happening, because I think that you're holding yourself back a little bit. I think this is you putting yourself out in the cold, because you're still trying to figure out how to work with people. This month of June is going to be you figuring that out. I see a little bit of you doing a little bit of self-care, in a sense of taking care of yourself, taking your energy back, taking your power back, in a sense, figuring out how much to give to people, how to interact with people on a way that's fair, like how much, realizing, you know, not to overgive or overshare yourself with people, that leaves you exhausted and tired. So I feel like this Five of Pentacles for your love life is you, Pisces, kind of putting yourself out in the cold of you know, putting yourself in this winter yourself, because I think that you're going to be not completely open during the month of June to new things. Um, I think you're going to be there soon, but you might not be in a mental place uh, to be open to starting new connections. I definitely I see, I like I said, this reading really, it was more focused to me, seemed like it was more focused around work than anything else. It can pertain to any aspect of your life, but I was really picking up on more a workplace vibe, and how people treat you in out in the public in general, in the workplace, when you have to work together with people on a project, in the workplace, things like that, where you have to collaborate and work with people where you were being treated unfairly. And if this was a relationship or is a relationship for you, Pisces, it's still you taking that time of separation to figure out how much to give, how much, what's that balance. You're trying to figure that out, but you are figuring it out. I definitely see that you're going, at that soul level, you want to take charge of things. You want to, step into that emperor energy and take action to make things more balanced in how you're giving of yourself, to see you bear the fruits of your labor, so to speak. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed this reading. As I said, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful month of June. And feel free to watch any other readings I have. I do weekly readings, a few different types of weekly readings that you're more than welcome to join in on. If you subscribe and hit the notifications, you'll be aware when I post those weekly. So thank you so much. I wish you the best. Joy, love, and light.